Sage is not backing down in Valorant's new patch. We've seen just how much of a toll all the rezzing has been on Alpha Sage as of late. But when the other agents in the Valorant protocol brought up their concerns for her, she sent Brimstone this voicemail in reply.
Brimstone, I know the others are talking. I do not blame them, but they need to spend that energy elsewhere. I'm fine. The crystals won't interfere with the work ahead of us, and I've already proven that on the field. You have seen what kind of damage Omega can do under their new leadership. This is not the time to rest. Fighting back now is the only way forward. We bear the cost until it is done. So do not listen to the others. Listen to me. I'm fine. This is not up for discussion.
Alpha Sage refuses to accept the fact that she is not fine. Omega Sage being in a Radiant chem bath proves that if Alpha Sage keeps pushing herself, she will greet the same fate. This voicemail reminded me of Ross from Friends when he says, "I'm fine," while holding a scalding hot fajita plate with his bare hands. He was clearly not fine in that moment, and neither is Sage. In previous patches, Alpha Cypher intercepted communications in which Omega Viper talks about how Omega Sage is currently in a Radiant chem bath, so it's not like Alpha Sage isn't aware of the possible outcomes of pushing herself beyond her limits. However, I think she's in a bit of denial, thinking she can avoid the chem bath, or she's not willing to let others help her face these crystals head on. She wants to bear that crushing weight alone, even if it costs her more than we could even understand. But if she pushes herself too far, she won't be able to help anyone. And that fact is exactly what Omega Earth's Valorant Legion wants to exploit, as we hear them discussing these plans.
So he's a Radiant. I'll add it to the report. Where is he from?
Croatia.
A soldier.
He is now.
Like so many of us. His healing could be an issue if we don't recruit his counterpart. I'll track him down.
Go ahead. Our mission hasn't changed.
It hasn't?
He can't revive. Not like Sage.
Good point. Then he's still our main target. Until Viper says different.
Omega's Legion is doing everything they can to take out Alpha Sage. If they can take her out, then Alpha Earth will no longer have anyone to res the other agents. So now more than ever does Alpha Sage need to be safe and figure out what's going on. However, she doesn't seem keen on that, which makes me very worried for her. It's also really cool to see how Omega recruited Mix to their team. They discovered that Alpha's Valorant protocol had recruited Mix, so they decided to find their own mirror version themselves. Alpha KO sent Brimstone this email saying, "Running late. Mix pulled me into his studio. He says my polarization core sounds incredible, and also every other sound my components generate. It's been 0 days, 4 hours, 32 minutes, and 12 seconds of me, him, and a microphone. I would say I lost track of time, but I always know what time it is. Be there shortly." Looks like Mix was investigating and recording all the different sounds that KO makes. Spending 4.5 hours recording a robot's different component sounds is serious dedication to the craft. I would love to see Mix drop a KO-themed beat. That would just be so fun. Lastly, Yoru got some new voice lines.
Breach, you keep staring at my hair. If you want tips, just ask. I'm ready, Breach. Let's break things. Time to fight back. Sova, I returned the book to your shelf. Not bad. I'll rate it 4 out of 5. Okay, Robin Hood. Show me targets. Viper sends her regards. Viper, tell me how you want this to go. I'll get it done.
A lot of the new voice lines recently added have been relevant to the narrative story arc, or at least touching on little things here and there, which is so fun to see as a lore enthusiast. So please keep doing that right. It is awesome. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. Bye!